Hi, my name's Kay Walton with Loco Gringo, and through mutual connections on Facebook, I met Colleen Flanigan. Colleen is an artist, a sculptor, a painter. She makes jewelry, and she's involved with a reef restoration project. I had the opportunity to meet Colleen firsthand, and I'm just so impressed because she's also a speaker at TED Talks. She has a project off the coast of Cancun, Living Sea Sculpture. I caught up with her on Block Island off the coast of Rhode Island, and one morning we met for coffee so I could find out a little bit more of what brings her to Cancun.
When I learned that coral reefs were dying and endangered, and that there was a method to try and bring them back using metal and sculpture, since that's my background, metal sculpture design, I was completely moved to get involved with restoring damaged reefs.
And so you do metal sculptures, and you said you use rebar. How does rebar become a reef?
When you put the metal sculpture into the ocean and add a low volt direct current, like an electrical current, to the metal, and you have like a nearby, basically it's electrolysis, just like when you plate metal, like if you had a ring plated with silver or copper, it's the same process, but instead you're plating them with minerals. And I think I have a sample, but it may not be in this bag. I don't know where I put it. But anyway, do you want me to find? So here is a sample of it. It's a piece of rebar. This is just silver outside, but it's a piece of rebar, and the minerals from the ocean, the calcium carbonate and all the different minerals that naturally make the exoskeletons, the skeletons for the corals, they can start to deposit onto the metal, and then the corals cement themselves.
Wow, that's super cool. So I mean, there's problems all around the world with coral reefs dying and bleaching and everything. How did you choose to get involved in the Cancun area?
So for me, anytime I find out that corals are dying, I do have a really strong, different people have a strong emotional response to a certain organism sometimes, and I have this very strong response to corals. But I also saw that there was the caracol house on Isla Mujeres, and this circuitous route, I was very excited, like maybe we can do a project, since I love snails, out by Isla Mujeres. And one step led to another, where the underwater museum was happening in Cancun. And so Tom Garreau introduced me to Jason of the Underwater Museum, and they said, sure, show us some designs. And then I was invited to create a sculpture for the Underwater Museum in the National Marine Park.
So you're looking at launching your first artificial reef system soon
In that
area. And how long? I mean, when do you know it's going to be successful? I mean, is it happen really fast, or is it a study of 10 years? What will mean that it's a successful project for you?
Well, to me, there's stages. Like, success has been that we've been able to show that there's support in the world by raising the funds and getting the approval to actually create a reef of this kind in the region. And then the next phase will be, and just the relationships in the Yucatan that have been evolving is a sign of interest and success and motivation to do something to help corals and to study the corals. And the next sign will be when we actually install the project. We have scientists from the university and the government who are excited to spend at least a year or two as a prototype pilot project in the area to see, are they growing faster? How does this process compare to other coral reef nurseries and artificial reef systems that are already being experimented with? And then, to me, the big success, we have web cameras we're adding, is that can we generate like international interest and motivation and desire to be supportive of more more coral reef healing and restoration around the world.
So if someone wanted to get more information about your project, do you have a website where they can read up and keep on top of all the developments?
Yeah, totally. We have like my own personal site, ColleenFlanigan.com, has links to the livingseasculpture.com site, and then I have a Facebook page, which is Living Sea Sculpture.
Great. Well, we hope to hear a lot more about all your progress and everything, and wish you a lot of success to get your reef going. And please let us know how it goes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
To learn more about Colleen's work, visit her website, ColleenFlanigan.com, or livingseasculpture.com. Colleen is also raising money on Kickstarter for her reef restoration project here in Cancun. From everyone here at Loco Gringo, we wish Colleen and her reef restoration project in Cancun a lot of success.